When you're craving a certain food, it feels like there's no substitute for it, right? Yet there are some ways to train your brain and conquer your cravings. Nina Struss has some good ideas for us right now, because craving, I guess maybe is a little bit of a misnomer. You think, oh, I've got to have chocolate now.
Yeah, and cravings, we always associate them with being bad or being shameful, and really it's the result of one of two things. Either you're not eating enough throughout the day, so it's literally just your body's signal, to tell you to eat. And then oftentimes the other is a result of restriction. You're not allowing yourself to eat certain types of foods, whether it's chocolate, sugar, carbs, whatever that might be. So you become fixated and you crave.
Yes, you crave that thing that you can't have, right?
Yes.
So your first point is that we should make sure you're getting enough protein and fiber.
Definitely. So you want to make sure you're fueling yourself throughout the day, but then you also want to make sure you're focusing on the nutrients that are going to help keep you full and balance your blood sugar. That's another thing too, is that when we're eating meals that include fiber and protein in them, our blood sugar is going to be more balanced throughout the day, which is going to prevent us from creating any sort of indication where we might feel a craving coming on.
Do some of these are these kind of the snacks that have some of that? Like, is this
somewhat?
The
snacks that we kind of have here to spotlight, we're kind of taking a look at salty and sweet, healthier alternatives to salty and sweet. Some of them do have those components. A lot of the ones, couple of the ones that we have on there that are made from chickpea flour are going to have some added fiber, a little bit of added protein.
It has beans in it.
Exactly. Yep. So you've got a couple of chickpea crisps or chickpea snacks that are going to have a little bit more protein and fiber. Of course, we love the Catalina Crunch snack mixes, because we know that those are also going to have a good amount of protein and fiber. Now, for some of them that might not, like the Snappy Crisps are great because the peas are the first ingredient, but they're not going to have a lot of protein. So I always say, pair those with maybe a cheese stick or a hard-boiled egg, something that's going to have some protein for a nice, well-balanced snack too.
Yeah, and sometimes you just want that crunch and a little bit of salt.
Definitely,
right?
And I just tell people, you're not bad for craving either one of them. It just kind of depends on what your body prefers.
Right, and maybe you're in the mood for sweet. Well, of course, popcorn I think takes care of everything.
This is a sweet and salty, so you're kind of hitting
sweet
both there
so
with
like,
that popcorn.
Like kettle corn?
Yeah, and popcorn is a whole grain too, so we don't realize that. So you're going to get some fiber coming from that too, nutrition.
Sure. I think our chocolate alternatives now are pretty good.
Yeah, there's lots of them, and I always do caution still, like, for instance, these are chocolate-covered strawberries and chocolate-covered blueberries, both freeze-dried, so it kind of gives a different crunch.
These are good.
There's still going to be, things like sugar added into them, but you're going to get a little bit of fiber in there as well, so you don't want to sit down necessarily eat the whole bag, but it is an opportunity to be able to indulge in something and, again, not restrict yourself.
Well, the next point is that a craving might just be, you had mentioned this, you might just be hungry. If you haven't eaten all day, or you haven't eaten for many hours, it just means, you need to keep refueled.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that I talk to on a daily basis that literally their problem is that they're not eating enough. I hear all the time, I can't stop craving sweet things. I'm so bad at night. And when I actually sit down and talk to them, it's like, well, because you haven't eaten all day. So your body says, feed me, and it says feed me in the simplest way it knows how. In the simplest form, whether it's, a simple carbohydrate or sugar.
Yeah.
And so it's not bad. It's literally just that if you're not going to feed yourself throughout the day, your body is going to try and make up for it later in the day.
Well, your next tip is about you should really eat within an hour of waking when you get up.
Yeah.
And hydration, water is a big part of that.
Yes, I always recommend for people to drink at least 16 to 20 ounces first thing in the morning, because if you think about it, you've gone all night without having anything to drink, so you wake up dehydrated. And then usually we go towards caffeinated beverages, which further dehydrate us. So that kind of gets things going, gets things started, and then usually that helps with your digestion as well, and helps move things along as well.
And it does just feel better just to stay regularly refueled. And you have made, in our last minute here, we'll talk about this is a protein snack.
Yeah, so puppy chow is one of my,
puppy chow.
I could eat a whole thing, make myself sick, but this is protein chow. So what we've done is we've replaced a lot of the powdered sugar in it with a protein powder, vanilla protein powder.
And you wouldn't know the difference. It's still chocolatey and sweet.
Yep, so it has chocolate chips, peanut butter in it, a little bit of coconut oil to kind of help all that melt together, and then you just mix in protein powder with a little bit of powdered sugar, and it's a really great snack because you're going to get that extra protein, but then you're also satisfying that sweet craving too.
Do you have the recipe for this?
Yes,
then?
we have that recipe available at Hy-Vee.com.
It's protein puppy chow.
Yeah, it's
right?
protein chow.
Chow.
Yeah, we can't use protein or puppy chow.
No,
in
puppy
it,
like because that's
it's not for puppies.
That's
it is for
well,
humans.
Yes. Well, I think everybody probably
Please don't give that to your dog.
Right. No, that would not be good. But I like how it kind of it's in those big chunks.
Yes.
It's
yeah.
a good treat. Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, these are some insight into craving, and maybe you just need to just make sure you're eating more regularly.
Yeah.
Throughout the day,
just
right?
eat your foods, and we can help with that too. You know, if
Yeah.
you're struggling with ideas, that's
As
what I'm
always,
here for.
Right. So there's all the info online if you like of these products and more. That I think it's pretty amazing, all the protein and the extra good things you've added to, these kind of over-the-counter snacks.
There's
right?
a lot of fun things out there.
We're going to wrap it up for today. Thanks, Nina.
Thanks.